Listen to me carefully, because this moment can change you forever. And you know deep inside something must shift before your life finally moves the way you want. You keep waking up with fire in your heart, yet somehow that fire fades because your focus gets stolen before you even take your first real breath. You touch your phone, you scroll without thinking, and suddenly the morning you needed for growth disappears into noise that never gave you anything back. You tell yourself you will start soon, but soon never arrives because distractions always win the battle you refuse to fight with full strength. You know this truth already, but you don't face it. Your mind has become a battlefield where you keep losing because you never trained your attention. It's not your potential that's weak. It's your ability to hold your attention in one place without letting the world pull your mind in every direction. Every undone goal, every unfinished plan, every abandoned dream traces back to the moments where your focus collapsed under the weight of constant distraction. You feel the guilt at night. That quiet pain of knowing you could have done more if you didn't let your attention slip into meaningless noise again. That guilt isn't punishment. It's a message from your future self screaming at you to stop losing your strength to moments that don't matter. You want discipline. You want success. You want growth. But none of those things exist without the ability to guard your focus like your life depends on it. Your focus is the door to your future. And every time you allow distractions inside, you close that door a little more without realizing the cost. Imagine how powerful you would become if your mind stayed locked on one mission long enough to finish what you start, without breaking the flow. Imagine the confidence you would feel if your attention remained unbroken, if nothing could shake you, if nothing could steal your mental strength. You would move differently, speak differently, walk differently, because focus builds a mind that refuses to be controlled by noise or weakness. But right now, you let everything distract you because it feels easier than sitting with your goals and facing the discomfort of real work. The truth is harsh, but you need to hear it. Distraction feels good now, but it destroys you slowly, while focus feels hard now, but builds you forever. Greatness doesn't come from talent. It comes from someone who decides their attention is too valuable to waste on things that don't matter. Your focus is your power, and every time you protect it, you grow silently, while everyone else loses themselves in pointless habits. Every dream you ever wanted waits behind one simple decision: to control your attention instead of letting the world control it for you. People fail not because they are incapable, but because they cannot stay locked on one path long enough to reach the other side. Your focus needs training the same way your body needs training. Without practice, it collapses, but with discipline, it becomes unstoppable. Start small. because small focus builds big results. Begin with 10 minutes of silence, where your mind learns to follow your intention without drifting. Each time you pull your focus back, you grow stronger. And each time you ignore distraction, you teach your mind who truly runs your life. Unshakable focus comes from repetition, not motivation. It is built through daily practice, not random bursts of inspiration that fade quickly. When you control your focus, you control your time. And when you control your time, you control your entire direction in life. Your dreams don't require perfection. They require sustained attention. And without it, even the greatest potential turns into wasted opportunity. Stop letting every sound, every message, every piece of noise interrupt the mission you promised yourself you would honor. Say no more often, not because you are rude, but because you respect your time and refuse to give it away cheaply ever again. You don't need to remove every distraction forever. You just need to win more moments than you lose until focus becomes your natural state. Choose a place, a ritual, a moment that signals to your mind that it must enter deep concentration and leave shallow habits behind. Your mind trusts patterns, so create a pattern where focus becomes automatic, expected, and honored every single day without excuses. Don't wait for motivation, because motivation fades. Build systems that hold your attention even when you don't feel powerful. The world will always try to steal your focus, but you can decide that your attention is too expensive for anything meaningless. You are not weak, you are simply untrained. And training your focus is the greatest investment you will ever make in your future. Think about where your life could be in 1 year if you stopped breaking your focus for every small distraction that appears. Think about how far you would rise if you protected your attention the same way you protect your pride, your comfort, your excuses. Your focus determines your results, and your results determine your confidence, and your confidence determines your entire future path. Every distraction you ignore becomes a victory, and every victory builds a stronger version of you that can no longer be shaken easily. You owe it to your future self to control your mind now, before more years pass and you regret all the potential you never used. You are capable of deep, powerful concentration. You just haven't experienced it long enough to realize the strength buried inside you. You have greatness waiting for you. But that greatness requires a level of focus you've never committed to before in your life. You cannot build a big future with scattered attention. You need a sharp, disciplined, unbreakable mind that stays locked on the mission. So let me ask you one real question. What would your life look like if nothing could shake your focus ever again? You know the answer. Everything would change. Everything would rise. Everything would shift in your favor. Because focus creates momentum. Momentum creates progress. Progress creates conviction, and conviction creates the life you always knew you were meant to live. And all of it starts the moment you refuse to let distractions steal what belongs to you, your dreams, your time, your future. Listen closely, because this second half is where your transformation becomes real, where your mind finally understands the power it has been giving away for years. You cannot keep living in a cycle where you start strong in the morning and collapse into distraction the moment something shiny steals your attention. Your focus must become something sacred, something protected, something you refuse to compromise no matter how tempting the distraction is. If you want an extraordinary life, you need extraordinary concentration, and that comes from building a mind that does not break when things get hard. Every time you choose distraction, you weaken the muscle of discipline. But every time you choose focus, you strengthen the foundation of your future. The world is training you to be scattered, but you must train yourself to be sharp, calm, present, and committed to the mission you choose. You don't need more motivation. You need fewer leaks in your attention, because even the strongest motivation dies when your focus is bleeding everywhere. Start watching your patterns, because your patterns create your destiny. And right now, your patterns might be feeding your weakness instead of your power. Look at when you lose focus most often. Those moments are not random. They are signals showing you exactly where your inner work must begin. It might be boredom, stress, loneliness, fear, or simply the habit of escaping. But each one of these can be trained and controlled with intention. Unshakable focus requires knowing yourself deeply, understanding why your mind runs, and teaching it slowly that running is no longer the answer. Your mind isn't your enemy. It just got used to the easy path. And now you must retrain it to choose the path that builds your strength. The path of focus is uncomfortable at first, but so is every muscle when you begin to use it after years of neglect and softness. Stay with the discomfort. That feeling you want to escape is the exact moment transformation happens. The moment your mind learns a new standard. Push through the urge to check your phone. Push through the urge to switch tasks. Push through the pull of your old distracted identity. Your old self wants comfort, but your future self wants power. And only one of them will win, depending on the choices you make today. Every minute of deep concentration rewires your brain for greatness, and every interruption resets the progress you were making silently. Protect your concentration like treasure, because in truth, it is worth more than any money, any comfort, any temporary pleasure you chase. You cannot build a strong life with a weak attention span, but you can build a legendary one if you train your focus like a warrior. People will not understand your obsession with removing distractions, but they will understand your results when you rise above everyone. The strongest version of you is unlocked when you stop letting small things interrupt the life-changing work you were meant to do. If you want to feel alive again, if you want to respect yourself again, if you want to trust your discipline again, train your attention daily. Give yourself hours, not seconds, of real work. Give yourself silence, not noise. Give yourself presence, not mindless scrolling. And watch how your confidence grows. Because confidence is not built by success. It is built by keeping your focus where you promised it would stay. Your confidence rises every time you do what you said you would do without breaking your concentration for anything unimportant. People fear discipline because they think it removes freedom. But real freedom comes from controlling your mind, not being controlled by it. The more focused you become, the freer you feel, because your life stops being ruled by impulses and starts being ruled by intention. You begin to walk differently when your attention is solid, because you finally know where you're going and nothing can shake you anymore. Your focus becomes your anchor in chaos, your shield against stress, your weapon against doubt, your gateway to everything you dream of. You gain an inner calm that others can feel, because a focused mind is a powerful mind, and a powerful mind is an unstoppable force. And once you taste this level of clarity, you will never let yourself fall back into weak habits or empty distractions again. So build this level of focus step by step until it becomes the most natural part of who you are, not something you have to force. Start with a plan each night, with 3 simple priorities, because your mind performs best when it wakes up already knowing the mission. Create a space for deep work, a place that your brain learns to associate with concentration, growth, and personal evolution. Turn off notifications that pull you away from your purpose, because nothing meaningful should ever be interrupted by something meaningless. Use time blocks. Protect them with your life, and refuse to negotiate with distractions that only steal your future. Build long stretches of intense focus, because the longer you stay inside your flow, the faster your life changes in ways you never imagined. When your friends wonder why you're so disciplined, tell them this simple truth. You're tired of living below your potential. You're tired of being distracted, tired of breaking promises to yourself, tired of watching life pass by while you stay the same. And most importantly, you're tired of living with regret when you know you have the potential to rise far above your current level. Distraction kills dreams more quietly than failure, because you don't even notice the damage until years have already passed. But focus builds dreams more quickly than talent, because it gives your potential the attention it needs to finally grow strong. You deserve a life where your mind is sharp, your goals are clear, and your direction is steady, no matter what comes your way. You deserve to wake up every day feeling ready, disciplined, and powerful, because your attention is under your full control. Not everyone gets this far. Not everyone builds unshakable focus. But the ones who do become the few who change their entire lives. So listen to me. Your future is waiting. Your greatness is waiting. Your best self is waiting. But you must earn it through focus, not through luck, not through talent, not through shortcuts, but through disciplined attention that refuses to break under pressure. Your focus is your fuel, your foundation, your secret advantage, and the world becomes easy to navigate once your mind is not scattered. This is the art of unshakable focus, the art of choosing strength over comfort, purpose over distraction, and growth over escape. Take this seriously, take this personally, because your entire life will rise when your focus becomes something nothing can shake again. Your future is calling, loudly, clearly, powerfully. Now go protect your attention and step into the life you were born to create.